What's up, Raider Nation? Spicy Raider Girl here with Chris from Protect the Shield. Welcome to Woodson Whiskey Wednesdays.
What's up, Raider Nation? I got a special message for you. Come on, you know what it is. Raiders.
Y'all who made this beat.
Let's go.
To come back and play here for a second time around. You guys welcome me back with open arms as if I never left. And this team is going to get so much better really, really soon. I want you to take a look out in the center of this field and look at all the guys that came back for this moment here today. We understand what it's about. We understand Raider Nation. We understand Raider love. Since 1966, you guys have been coming to this stadium and you've been rooting this team on the victory. You've seen this team win 3 Super Bowls. And we know the love that you have for this team. It ain't going nowhere no matter what it is. We thank you guys for being here. And if you would just indulge me one time, I need that Raiders about you, baby. I need that Raiders. So if we get it, and we can get it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
What's good? Well, that last echo really gets me every time. I was like, okay.
Talk to him, Chuck. Talk to him, Chuck.
Right. What's up, everybody? Spicy Raider Girl here with Chris from Protect the Shield. We have Mother Moon behind the scenes.
What's good,
Welcome.
Mother Moon was happening.
Wednesdays. All right, you know what to do. You know what to do. Like that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, share the video. If you want to join, you can hit the join button to become a member.
Absolutely.
And,
Sounds good. Sounds good. First of all, I want to say,
tell me,
Spicy and Mother Moon, salute to you guys' interview you guys had with the bomb original OG Raider today. That was fire.
Thank you.
They were fun.
Yeah, I could tell some still had a little bit of sassiness to them.
Oh, right?
Okay. All right.
That's right. No, that was such a fun interview. I think we all learned so much from it. Maybe we knew some of it, maybe we didn't, but just hearing it from their perspective was so much fun. We hope to have the ladies moving forward on the show individually to get their individual stories. But yeah, thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. And then after that interview, we actually went out to dinner with a couple of the ladies, and that was enlightful too.
Yep.
Good times.
Cool.
All right. If you are participating tonight in our drinking game, every time we say the word playoffs, drink, toke, or twerk, because
playoffs.
We are going to get into this. I mean, is it win out or go home? We're going to get into that later.
It is. Before we get into that, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Real Men Are Raiders in the building. My boy Raider Solo in the building, the ultimate Raider fan in the building. It was my guys from TRS.
Hey,
man,
guys.
So thank you guys for coming through, man, and showing love. My boy Leo in the building. We got Omar, my boy Omar in the building. So thank you guys for coming in, man. It really means a lot for you guys to spend your Wednesday with us. So, we know it's Wednesday, so what are we sipping on? Me, I didn't want to go too strong today, so I actually got my Woodson whiskey with a little bit of pineapple juice. Just wanted to switch it up a little bit. Yeah, just switched it up a little bit. I didn't want to feel that, all down the throat. Paul.
Yeah. I just got my Woodson whiskey and Coke tonight. Okay. Nothing fancy tonight, but I actually haven't tried it with pineapple. How is that?
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I just
Yeah.
do a little splash in there, just a little something. You
I
know?
will say though, this whiskey, if you haven't tried it, make sure you try it. It's so good. It's almost like too smooth though. Like I feel like it's just like drinking water now. It's like it's a little too smooth.
No, it is. I mean, I love it, man. Like honestly, like when I drink anything else, it's just like, but I don't know. That Woodson whiskey is just smooth. But I will say, if you're ever in Miami and you're in a game in Miami and the sun is beating down on you, maybe Woodson whiskey straight may not be the best thing for you. You know, I will say that. I about died at that game.
Somebody said something.
I didn't have that issue.
I about died. Oh my gosh, man.
But maybe you were drinking a little faster than I was.
Oh yeah, I was out of there, but I had a heck of a time though. Heck of a time. But shoot, let's get to it. So, we are getting off of the bye week, as a lot of you guys know. And to be honest, it couldn't be at a better time. It gives my man Max a chance to kind of rest a little bit, rest that knee. Mm-hmm. But I don't know about you, but I really feel good going into this game. I feel that the Vikings, they didn't look good last week. We had a chance to kind of rest. We had a chance to kind of scout them and really watch them. What's your thoughts going into this game?
Well, it's a must win. Like I alluded to earlier, I really think it's win out or go home at this point. And these next two games are really winnable games. They should beat the Vikings. I even think they should beat the Chargers. Because the Chargers, as we know, have already beat Raiders once this season. So, just for me as a fan, maybe making the playoffs is a long shot, but at least it'll keep it interesting for the rest of the season. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to be able to watch and cheer for purpose, not just because, it's my team and I got to cheer for them and let's think about next year. Like it would really be nice to say, we're in this, for it to matter. And, I like at this time of year, like scoreboard watching.
Yeah.
I pay attention. I pay more attention to that, and any kind of help we can get for some other teams that would, that's always interesting too. So the next two are for me, got to win games for the playoff push, and just really so the season can continue to be competitive and enjoyable.
No, I agree. I think, we're going to have to play hard every game, but I honestly think, if we win out, I think we're in. We win 4 of the 5. We're going to need a lot of help, I think. We're all kind of looking at that Chiefs game, but I swear, man, the Chiefs, when they play us, they don't play like too bad, but like they look like shit last week. Like I'm like, how come Mahomes can't play like that against us? It never happens. But I'm honestly, it's just one game at a time, so we'll see what happens though. But I'm feeling good.
Yeah, let's take a little closer look here on kind of the standings and what we're getting, what we have as of right now. So, of course, we have the top spots here. The Raiders did drop, unfortunately. They went all the way down, way down here to number 13.
Yeah, I think we were 12, weren't we?
Yep, it says right here, the Raiders have fallen fallen in the bye week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So obviously the teams up here are the division leaders. Then as of right now, you've got the Steelers, Colts, and Browns that are hanging on right now. But look at their records. 7-5, 7-5, 7-5.
Right there, right.
Everyone's kind of right there. Look at the push the Broncos made. The Broncos have won 5 straight now for a 6-6 record to have a better record than the Raiders at this point. This is going to be a huge matchup, of course. If the Raiders beat the Vikings, that's going to make the Chargers game even that much more important.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, they could potentially have the same record. They do have it right now, but they could potentially still have the same record. And then, like I said earlier, the Chargers already have the head-to-head matchup victory. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We just gotta show up just one game at a time. And honestly, if we did it for Bisaccia, these guys now is going to run through a wall for AP. So I think it's all about just getting healthy, not beating ourselves. Honestly, I think Sunday is going to be a statement game, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Look, it should be a victory, but with any team really. You can never say should, but especially it seems with the Raiders.
Right. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think we just have to just stay focused. I mean, I think we got it.
King Savage, what's good? Nice seeing you out there in Miami as well. What do you think of this con? We can go back and forth all day. It was fun. Let's start Jimmy G on this Sunday. We talk about this almost weekly at this point. I'm not mad at this, to be honest. I mean, listen, he's Jimmy G. For whatever you have to say about him, he is still a proven winner. When he's been on the field, he wins, even with the Raiders.
Right.
So O'Connell just needs a lot of work. I don't know. I'm kind of with this. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm kind of with this.
Yeah, me personally, I'm okay with still letting O'Connell, cook a little bit or, at least play. But I will say that if things start going south, I'm okay with making a decision. At the end of the day, Jimmy did struggle, but I think with a new play caller who might understand him, it's a little bit less, less stubborn than, maybe he can do better, with Jimmy as far as understanding Jimmy's weaknesses and not trying to force him into doing things that he's just not comfortable doing.
Yep.
Because to me, like, I don't understand why Jimmy didn't have a lot of plays designed for like the tight ends and for, Renfro, like stuff like that. Like that's usually where Jimmy eats at, like in the mid-range throws. And we just didn't do that with McDaniels. So who knows?
Right. And that's changed. Obviously he's not there anymore. So, right. But for whatever reason, that's not the route the Raiders are going. So we just got to hope we win with what we have out there. This is for you, Chris.
Oh, can you give shout out to my daughter Mello? She's your biggest shout out, Mello. I appreciate you being a fan of me. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mello.
That's cute.
Shout out Mello.
So I say, because last week we got a lot of feedback. A lot of people loved that our agree disagree game.
Okay.
Let's get into that. I mean, I always have fun doing that. Let's get into that.
All right. Mother Moon, you ready?
Everybody in the chat, make sure you guys play along too. So they're going to ask some questions and we're just going to put our sign up whether we agree or disagree. So you guys make sure you can get involved too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to have a statement and I'm going to say agree or disagree. 1, 2, 3. And you both hold up your signs and please chat.
Okay. Yeah. Chat, definitely chat. And if there's something that we say that you guys are just thinking we're crazy on, we're going to put the call-in number under there so you guys can call in and talk your talk and let us know why we're crazy or let us know why we're awesome.
We don't keep score, but it's all for fun. But I think everybody will get the first one. Excuse me. Agree or disagree? The best whiskey on a Wednesday. On any other day. It's
I'm about to say,
Woodson whiskey.
Of course,
it's a go-to question. Okay, agree or disagree? The offense will score more than 20 points this game. More than 20. Do you agree with that?
I'm going to go agree with this game, even though I think they've only done it twice.
Okay, Josh Jacobs is going to eat. You heard it here first. He's going to eat.
Okay. What does everyone else think?
Okay, so got some agrees in here, but that's probably for the first question.
Oh, that's for the whiskey.
Yeah. I know, Desmond. I'm going to bring you some, man. I got you, bro. I got you. I know I've been saying I'm going to bring you some.
Where is Desmond located?
He's here in Ohio, man, with me.
Oh, okay.
Like, and I'm not going to share mine too much. So you got to be special if I share mine. I only got a little left, but I got you, bro. Cool.
Okay, we'll go on to agree or disagree that Gruden will not come back to the Raiders.
Wait. Agree or disagree? Like, is this what we want to happen, or do we think it's going to happen? I'm confused with. I would be confused with these agree disagree questions.
Okay, I'm saying, well, do you agree that he will not come back? I mean, we don't know.
Do I agree that he will not come back?
Do you think he's going to stand and say, no, I will not come back?
I don't know about him. What he's going to say. Who's going to make that decision? But agree.
Better not. He better not.
Jimmy, don't want him back.
We don't want him back.
Opinion. It's not agree or disagree. Okay, I'm getting really confused with these agree questions.
Okay, we'll try this. Okay, agree or disagree? Do you think Jimmy G should play some time
Wait a minute. Are these okay, so wait. Yours is trivia based. Yours are opinion based.
Mine are
I'm so
opinion
confused
based
on the direction of this game now.
It's against you two, kind of. Do you both agree or you disagree against each other? So the question is, do you think Jimmy G should play during the game coming up? Should he stay benched? Do you agree he should play?
Agreeing with who? Because he's not playing, but I agree he should play.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I say I disagree because if he does, that means we're not doing well. So,
okay. All righty. So the next question: do you agree or disagree that the Vikings have fugly uniforms?
Okay.
Everybody understands.
I hate their uniforms, man. I hate everything about that little Viking on the side. Pisses me off every time I see them.
And I actually really like the color purple, but that might be like the ugliest purple of them all.
I can't stand their uniforms at all. I hate everything about it. I swear. I just hate the Vikings. Period. Like,
wow, there's some deep-rooted hate there.
It is. I don't know why though. The thing is, I don't even know why. Like, I've never been there. I don't even know a Vikings fan.
I think of. I don't even.
I don't even know a fan. I just, like when their little stadium collapsed, I was happy. Like, that's what you get.
He just knows I didn't like the uniforms.
Right.
Okay, so do you agree or disagree with each other that Mark Davis should not hire anyone hire an outside coach for 2024?
You make these questions so okay, say it again.
Do you agree with each other, agree or disagree that Mark Davis should not hire an outside coach for 2024?
I'm team AP, baby.
I think not.
I'm team AP.
I think I disagree. I think it's an option, and I think he should explore it.
Hold on, we got to talk about that. Wow, yeah. We got to talk about that, Spice. What's going on? Who would you like?
Well, you don't explore it; it just does it.
Then she's asking a question a different way. Then, so is she saying AP or what? Somebody else on the staff? Because if it's not AP, yeah, you got to look elsewhere.
I mean, yeah, I get that. So, okay, well, do you want him to go outside? Like, do I think AP should keep the job? Honestly, right now, I'm undecisive. I want to see how the rest of the season plays out. This game does matter. I do agree.
Yeah, there. I want to see how the rest of the season plays out before I make that decision. I mean, there was a lot of good talk up front. He hyped us up. It felt good to be a Raiders fan again. It was fun. But at the end of the day, he's now 2-2 with 5 games left, the playoffs on the line. So I don't know. I'm undecisive right now.
Well, good point here that King Savage says that we do need an offensive coach. So I guess that question didn't go to a head coach per se, but yeah, we do need some coaching.
Oh, we definitely need an offensive coach. But yeah, I think I don't know. I just like the feel that the AP has brought. I mean, honestly, I can't remember the last time we had that feeling besides I don't know, like Gruden the first time around.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do like the feeling, but again, I don't know. I just have to wait to see.
It is early.
I honestly think that the head coaching position shouldn't even be spoken about at this point.
I agree.
It should be like a taboo almost.
So
yeah, like if it's like I say,
we're making a push for the playoffs here. It's win out or go home.
Yeah, like why are we talking about the
left? Like I don't even think that we need to focus on who's going to be this is not to your question, Mother Moon. I'm just saying overall, in general, overall, because this is what everyone's talking about.
Right.
It should really be the focus, but
okay. Do you agree or disagree that the defensive end Robinson, I can't pronounce his first name, moving from the practice squad to the active roster was a good move or is a good move? He was just moved from.
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm right there. Whatever.
Whatever. No.
I don't know.
Are you gonna get a sack? That's all I care about. You gonna get a sack.
I think it's always good to move the guys up that's been there for practice if they're working hard and somebody recognizes it. Let's move them up. That's what you work hard for. Okay, let's see. Do you agree or disagree that Max should play through his knee injury?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if he's still injured. We talked about this last week. I agreed with the decision last week or whenever it was.
Yeah.
I do agree because it's a must-win game. But if we get up early and we can rest them, pull them early. That's how I feel.
Okay.
But
yeah,
we're the Raiders, so we don't beat no one bad enough to like pull people. So we're gonna need them every snap.
Okay. Let's see. Do you agree or disagree the Raiders should trade for a quarterback, Justin Fields or Kyler Murray this offseason?
Ugh. Neither one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not good with that. But there's a lot of people that are on that train. More so Justin Fields.
I'm down with trading for a quarterback. I just don't want either one of those guys.
Yeah. I mean, but both of them will be cheap, at least from draft capital. But
yeah, because they're no good.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I guess that's debatable.
To me, Kyler's not bad. It's just he's an idiot, and we don't need no idiots. So.
Right.
We sure don't need any more drama.
Yeah, we got enough. Yeah, we got enough, or at least had enough.
King Savage says, agree. He wants Kyler.
He's a good talent, but I mean, the fact that you got to put something in your contract to say you have to study because you play too much video games, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that. I'm out.
I didn't know that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Insane. That's like Jamarcus Russell.
Wow. Like for any job, can you imagine any job being like your contract is like you have to do your job?
Right. Like you know
what?
You have to.
Yeah. Part of this contract is we're hiring you to do your job. Okay.
Right. After we give you like record money at the time.
Yeah.
Like, we gave him so whatever.
Okay, last question. Agree or disagree? Is there still a chance for the playoffs?
Playoffs.
Agree. But after 2 games, 2 winnable games, they're still going to be, if they win the next 2, they're still going to be 7. And I mean, it's a lot to ask for, but yes.
It's a lot.
There's still a chance.
Yeah. Because honestly, that last game in Denver is should mean something. Honestly, it could be that last wild card spot could be that game.
Yeah. Actually, that would be fun if that game actually meant something.
Right. So
okay. I wasn't keeping score, but
there's no score.
There's no score.
I'm so confused on how
I think Mother Moon is trying to make this like Jeopardy or something.
You disagree more or you agree more together. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, that's the last question. And the playoffs are foreseeable.
All right.
For sure.
So let's just see. Let's go. Since we've been talking about the head coaching position so much.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
I don't even want to say anything. I'm sure everyone that's watched this show already knows my opinion on this. Jesus. And it'll be interesting to see what the chat thinks.
Jesus, yeah, we'll let them. We'll let that brew a little bit. Because the thing is, I mean, people literally are asking for these guys back, and it just drives me crazy.
I can't. Yeah. I can't. Honestly, I have to answer this.
You have to.
So do you then?
I will, honestly, and it's crazy because everyone knows how I feel about them. But out of the 2, I'd probably take Rich Bisaccia, honestly. And I'm someone that used to love Gruden, but man, them drafts that he did and just kind of knowing some of the background information about behind the scenes stuff about him, I'm cool.
Yeah, to me, this narrative and this topic is just absurd. I can't believe that this could even be real or that people would even want this. I think hell to the no I don't want either one of them. If I have to choose, I'm going to go with Bisaccia.
Yeah.
But because honestly, I don't think he ever should have lost his job, and in terms of just being on the Raiders as a coach, not a head coach.
Right.
Like Gruden, we don't need him back for what? He's going to start. Oh, we got to start over with we're going to try to go back to what he tried to build 2 years ago now, and we got to go start with that. Like, that sounds like a nightmare.
I mean, the thing is, he broke everything down. He started to build it up, and he couldn't draft. He was terrible in free agency. I'm cool. And it's like he had too much of an ego to even like, I don't know, like listen to his advisor. So I'm cool with him.
So are people, and I don't know what people are talking about. I'm not paying attention, but are fans actually saying that they would rather have one of these guys over AP?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, there's people that they literally want Gruden back. Like they want him to drop his lawsuit against the NFL, which I think would be crazy. My thing is, if you really feel like the NFL did you wrong, take them for everything they got. Make all them emails come out. Let everyone show their skeletons in their closet. For you just to back away, say, okay, if you let me back in the NFL, I won't sue you. To me, that's weak.
I don't think he'd be backing away. He'll be let me back in the NFL, and this is stipulation 1, 2, and 3, and so on. And then I might keep my mouth shut, but we don't want him back. I don't want him back.
I don't want him back. I never wanted him back the second time, so I certainly don't want him back a third time.
I ain't gonna lie. I was hyped for him when he came back the second time because it just took me back to them Super Bowl. Well, he wasn't there for the Super Bowl years, but at least back when we were good.
Yeah. So hard pass.
Hard pass. Ricky B, come on, baby.
Hard pass.
I want AP.
Yeah.
I want AP. I'll take Coach B here. Something on the backgrounds, but not for head coach.
No. I think I mean not at this point. I think that, like I said, letting him keep his job the first time around, I think they should have. But at this point, there's no reason to hire him back for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like the ship has sailed on both of these guys. I'm not even sure why they're part of the conversation. No, that's it. I don't know what to say. That's ridiculous to me.
Hard pass for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So that's a no and a no, but not red.
Right. Let's see. So, just kind of going into comments. Is there anyone that kind of disagree with what we said? Let's see. Kaylin, outside of winning with an inherited Tony Dungy team. Yeah, Gruden has. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, while we're talking about ridiculous coaching ideas, Del Rio recently was fired. Let's bring him back too while we're at it.
Honestly, the thing is, I'm sure I heard that. That's the worst part about it. Like as you say it jokingly, I'm sure there's some guys out there that is all for that, and I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, if you want to call in and tell us what you think on this after coming out of this bye week, anything that we say that you agree or disagree with, or if you want to tell us what you think the Raiders need to win to make a push for the playoffs moving forward, there's the number right there, 510-394-4409. And if you're watching over on our channel, For Life, Our Raiders Story, do us a favor. You're halfway through. Pop over to the other side, hit the subscription button. And if you're over on Protect the Shield, pop over to our side, hit the subscription button, hit the like button on both videos. You can pop back and forth. If you watched half of it on my channel, now go watch the other half on his. If you watched half of it on his channel, come watch the other half on mine. And let's get those torches lit by hitting that like button and give us a call. And remember, subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't already. We thank y'all for your support.
Absolutely. So hopefully someone calls, but so I'm not sure if you had a chance to look at the injury report. So we have Max and Colton Miller didn't practice. So I'm a little concerned about Colton Miller because last time he was out, we definitely needed him. So hopefully he can get back up and going because Aiden needs all the protection he can get.
Yeah, definitely. The Max one doesn't concern me as much because I think, Max is, if he just needs some extra, I'm looking at it as hopefully he just needs a little bit of rest time and he's going to be prepared.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just ice it up. He's going to get a shot in that knee and he's going to just play. So he's a maniac. So
hopefully he doesn't need one.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't need one. But seeing those pictures of it, man, that thing, I don't know. He's a beast, though. But I mean, I don't want it to get to the point where he could have like long-term damage. But again, I think he'll be okay, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we need help from other people. He shouldn't have to do everything by himself. That's the whole issue.
Well, Robert Spillane has really stepped up.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a beast. But it's like, our number one draft pick, Tyree, like, where are you at, buddy?
I just said this the other day. I was because I'm way behind. I don't know if anybody watches, what is it called? Behind the Shield, like the Raiders show that they have on their YouTube channel. I was way behind, and I was just watching it. And actually, if you haven't seen it, now's kind of a good time to go and watch it, because like everything that you're watching, you know, obviously happened in the past, and so much has changed, and you're just like, wow, how did the Raiders even get to this point? At this point in the season, like everything's different. Half the guys that are featured on these episodes like aren't even on the team anymore. The coach isn't the same. The GM isn't the same. The starters aren't all the same. And you're just like, wow, is this the same team? But anyway, to your point, I said the same thing. I was like, with Tyree, I'm like, I kind of forgot about him. Like, there's kind of a whole episode about there was a whole episode about the draft and focused on him. And I was like, wow, he's done nothing. So then I researched it a little bit. I'm like, what has he done? So I'm going into the stats because, again, I kind of forgot he existed. He's had 1.5 sacks this season. Okay, compared to, I know there's still 5 games left, but compared to Mad Max's rookie season, Max had 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
you know, like I don't see him matching that in the next 5 games or even coming close.
Yeah.
And then you look at what Max is at 12 right now. And I'm just like, wow, this guy has really kind of been a non-factor.
Yeah, he's been a total non-factor. Just, I mean, he has no kind of like drive. I mean, you know, the way he comes off the ball is just, it's comical, you know, at this point. So I don't know. He drives me crazy. And I'm waiting because I want him to do well, you know, but he has like Cleve Farrell written all over him, maybe even worse.
This is an interesting point right here. So I didn't consider this about Max. And
yeah, I saw that.
I don't know what kind of shot you were speaking of, but he says, I was under the impression Crosby takes 0 pain meds.
Yeah, so I was talking about like the cortisone shot, you know.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of that as like a pain med, but that's a good point. So yeah, maybe he doesn't do any sort of.
Yeah, I think Darren Waller was like that too. So I know he wasn't taking any pain meds either. So, and honestly, you know, you never know what can get someone off the wagon. So that's actually a good take there. So, but that makes him even more of a beast though. For him to even still play without any pain meds, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think cortisone shot is considered a pain med.
I never thought of it like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think so.
It's like numbs it, right?
It doesn't numb per se. Well, it hits a nerve, so it does get rid of the pain. But there's not any effects as far as stimulation or you know, a down or upper.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It is a pain relief. It says can help relieve pain, swelling, and irritation in a specific area of the body. Yeah. So. Yeah, again, I guess I never thought of it as like a pain. Right. I don't know. It's an interesting point though. So thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
For sure. It said Tyree is Cleveland Farrell 2.0. And the crazy thing is Cleveland Farrell's playing good ball now. It's just not with us, of course. That's just this is how things work with us.
Shocking.
Let me go somewhere else and just be a beast.
Right. Or go to the Raiders and not perform like I did anywhere else.
Right. I was all world.
But that could be a group effort too. I mean, you know, like you said with Mad Max, they can't do it all themselves. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it has to do with the teammates around them. Who knows? Or the Raiders are just jinxed.
I know, for sure. Yeah, so anything else in particular that you guys are looking at for next game?
Hoping to be able to see the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, are you guys doing anything for the game?
No. We don't have anything planned for the rest of the year. We went hard in November. We're going to take the rest of the season off in terms of events.
Okay.
But Mother Moon, I think, is speaking of. So the Raiders aren't the local market to California anymore, Northern California and
don't tell me they blacked that game out.
It's crazy. Well, they don't I don't know if you call it a blackout, but the 49ers play at 1:00 on Sunday as well.
Yeah. So
I never watched 49er game though. Are they on a different network? Are they on Fox or something?
I feel like they're on Fox a lot.
Oh, I don't Oh, no.
So the Raiders are on CBS, but still, they might not want to play the Raiders to compete with the 49ers, even on the different network. So I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find a place to watch the game.
Yeah, it looks like the Niner game's on Fox this week. It looks like Raiders are on. Actually, the Raiders are on Fox too.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they both on Fox.
They're usually on CBS. Okay, well then we're definitely not getting the Raiders.
That's a wrap for y'all. That's a wrap.
Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, well, there you go. Is anyone in the Bay Area having a watch party?
Right. Right. That's for sure. But yeah, just looking at like when I just take a look at just the rest of our schedule, I don't know. I'm feeling real good about, the next two games, the Vikings, Chargers. But how do you realistically feel about KC? Is it like they just been beating us for so long? It's like, because I when I watch them, I'm not that impressed. I'm really not.
I don't see how you can't be. I mean, they're a well-oiled machine they do everything right, and they're great at making adjustments. If their game plan doesn't work, they're great at making adjustments so that their game plan does work. I don't know what you're not impressed with.
Well, they don't do it when I need them and they're on my parlay and I need them to win. Like daggone, I lost money because they lost last week and they're supposed to win that, I thought, easily. But I don't know. It's just watching them. I mean, I don't know. Like Mahomes, like those receivers are terrible. I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes, but I don't know. I really feel like we could, like that first half that we played them, like I felt that if we would have just kept our foot on their neck, we could have really hurt them.
That's the thing. That's the if, shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's the thing. They're so good. Andy Reid is so good. He can go and say, hey, this game plan A is not working. We got whooped 14-0 in the first quarter. Let's change it. And they did. And you saw it happen. You saw it happening in real time. It's a wrap. That was fun. That quarter was fun. All right, let me just enjoy my party now because that quarter was fun. You saw it happening in real life.
But the thing is,
they're so good at that.
But the thing is, then they play Green Bay, who we beat, and Green Bay just smacked them around.
And Broncos.
Right. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. When I watch, sometimes they're dominant, but it's just sometimes I'm looking like we could beat them. But like we said, we never know what team's going to show up. So
honestly, I'm even worried about the Broncos game. I know the Raiders have won like their last 7 straight against the Broncos. Now. I don't think they've lost to the Broncos since they've moved.
Yeah, they haven't.
But they're hot. I mean, to go 5-1. They were 1-5, right?
Yeah, and then
they won
5 in a row.
Yeah, and they won 5 in a row. So yeah, 5-1. So they went 1-5 and then 5-1, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I mean, so they've got the confidence going in. They're playing good football. They beat the Chiefs. It's like, I'm a little concerned about that game. If I'm being realistic, the Raiders probably have 2 more wins this season.
Which ones? Which ones? Talk to me. I know you think we're going to beat the Chargers.
I think the Vikings, the Chargers, and if they get a third, maybe the Broncos. But I think they win the next 2 and then probably lose the next 3.
You don't see us beating the Colts? I see us beating the Colts. They're scrappy. The Colts are scrappy, though. I don't know. I don't know. These teams, man, they just don't impress me, honestly. I could see us going. If we play the way I know we could play, we can run the table.
Well, hey, I hope so. I really do. Like I said, I want it to be interesting because when it comes down to these last couple games, I want to still be able to be like, all right, the Raiders are in it. Who needs to lose? Who we got to pay attention to? Will that last game at home be worth attending? Will that atmosphere be playoff-like? Will it be fun? Like, that's something to look forward to.
For sure.
So for me, as a fan, I want to be able to be in that sort of mindset to be like, hey, they could do this, and it's going to be fun to watch them try. Right.
Yeah, I'm all about just like having the games matter because I hate just playing spoiler at the end of the year. I mean, we do that so much. Let that last game for Denver mean something. Winner gets in. Kind of like that Chargers game. That year we went to the playoffs. Like that was probably one of the best games I've watched as a Raider fan in the last 10 years, probably. So that was awesome.
King Savage, do you have a password you'd like to share with me? You said NFL Plus, you could watch the Raiders game. I don't have that.
Tony, man, y'all need to get a Fire Stick, man. You know, I'll get y'all together.
Wait, I have a Fire Stick.
Yeah.
But you still have to pay for the membership.
We'll talk.
All right. Well, we have to talk before Sunday because the game's on Sunday.
For sure. Yeah, King Savage. Yes, we can beat the Colts. I really think we can. I'm thinking about going to that game, but actually, I don't know. I think that game's on New Year's Eve. Never mind. I don't want to spend New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the Raiders have a tough schedule, and that's another reason why we're not. You talked about the events. They're hard to. The schedule has really not lent itself to having watch parties. If you look at it, I mean, look, the next game, maybe we could have Chargers game. That's Thursday night. Yeah. Okay, can't really have a watch party on a Thursday night. I don't think anyone would really attend. And then the Chiefs game is Christmas Day.
Right.
And then the Colts game is
New Year's Eve.
So kind of makes it a little challenging.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, dirty. Yeah, exactly. Secret society, man. I got it. I got you, Spice. I got you. Cool. But I know one thing I know we didn't talk about. There was a bad incident that happened in UNLV. So, I want to shout out to the family and friends of the victims. And I think there was 3 people that lost their life for that active shooter. So definitely want to put my thoughts out to those people. And, I know, Spice, you have probably quite a bit of friends out there in Vegas. I don't know too many people in Vegas, but definitely glad that, no one that we know got hurt. But we definitely have our thoughts to the people that lost their lives and had to deal with that. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah. I got a bunch of messages today that from friends that are out there and that either knew people that were on the campus or in and around the campus. So, no bad news from any of them. All good news. Everyone there that we knew that was either on the campus is safe. So yeah, again, we're sad for the victims. You said there were 3. Does that count the shooter? Because I thought the shooter went down as well, correct?
Yeah. So 3 victims, and then
I might go to hell for this one, but no thoughts for you.
Oh yeah. The shooter. Hell no. Yeah. I'm taking my thoughts back. Not for you, buddy.
Yeah. So 3 people. Okay. Yeah. And I haven't heard any details on it too much.
Yeah. I just saw it, and it's I know Vegas, because they had that situation at the concert a few years back. So pretty tough.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy that these shootings have been going on just for, I was going to say years, but probably decades at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it just keeps happening, and I don't know the answer, and there's a lot of politics behind it, but there's got to be some sort of way to put an end to this. And
yeah,
it's sad to say that you almost get immune to it.
Oh yeah.
You're before. I remember the first time I heard about a mass shooting, it was like
Columbine.
Yeah. And now we're like, oh, okay, another one.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you hear about it, and yeah, it's crazy. I know that. My thing is, man, you get innocent people because you hear about crime everywhere, but if I hear about some gang members shooting it out, whatever, they're living their life, they kill each other, whatever. But when you have, civilians and innocent people and all that, that's just I don't know, man. It just hits home for real. So just hate hearing stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, but there is no quick answer. Definitely, everybody wants their gun rights, but there has to be. It's all political. Yeah, it's a whole different show.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to get into the weeds of that.
Yeah, different show, different time. You know, we can go to our politic hour during the off season. Just kidding. But hey, anybody want to call in? Come, I want to hear somebody hear some of you guys' takes, man, for this upcoming week.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I believe she is out there in Vegas and maybe has some family member or somebody that she knows that might like attend UNLV.
Yeah, King Savage, Virginia Tech was his first one. Yep, I remember that one. It's crazy. So I know there's been a lot of talk about Aiden O'Connell. So one thing that a lot of people are already kind of talking about is the draft. Do we want to get a quarterback in the first round? Me personally, I think it's a must. We have to. It's 100%. I think the question is, do we feel that, depending on where we land, do we feel that we need to trade up to get? So you want to trade up?
Yes.
Do you have anyone?
I want to be in the best possible position to get the best possible quarterback that the draft has to offer.
Is there anyone in particular, or do you not really?
There's been a lot of names thrown around. I don't know who I would go with at this point. Caleb was a kind of a hot name for a while, but now people are kind of like, oh, he can't do it. I heard he's not even going to play in this bowl game. What they make like the holiday? The USC made like the Holiday Bowl, I think it's called.
Yeah, probably
or something. No, so I don't know, but what I do know is that the Raiders should put themselves in the best possible position to get the best possible pick and not be in a situation where, they've fallen back in the pack and kind of have to choose from what's left, put it that way. Yeah. I think it's that important.
No, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of names. Honestly, I think there's ideally, 4 or 5 quarterbacks that are like going to be the guy that I think are going to, become starters, right away. My thing is all of them are mobile. So we need that as much as I want Aiden to do well. I mean, in this new NFL, you can't be a statue, but yeah, a lot of people are saying that Jaden Daniels from LSU, he's a beast. He's a beast. And he actually has ties with AP, back when he was at Arizona State. So, I would definitely like to watch him a little bit more. If by chance Caleb Williams falls a little bit, because there are some red flags about him. I can't really say that I like his attitude. Like there's certain things that he's been saying and just the way he reacts to adversity and stuff. I don't know, but the dude can play, and under the right coaching, he could be a beast. He could be a game changer. But I don't know. There's about 4 or 5 guys that are beasts. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm glad I'm glad it's not my job to choose because I mean, it's really like a crapshoot. You're never gonna know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a quarterback in the 7th round and they could be great. You can get the 1st round draft pick and they could be terrible. For first pick overall, I should say, and they could be terrible. So. And you never know how a player is going to transition from college to the NFL.
That's it.
What's his name? Johnny Football, I guess they call him, is a great example of that.
Well, he was an idiot. We knew he was going to be an idiot no matter where he was at.
But people draft idiots all the time.
Yeah. No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Arnett?
Yeah. But then it's like, then you look at someone like Henry Ruggs. He was squeaky clean. He was a squeaky clean person. Like you never heard of any kind of, you never heard anything bad about him, before.
What I said when they drafted him, Mother Moon.
What'd you say?
Trouble. I sniffed him out. Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
I sniffed him out.
How?
Yeah, I could just tell.
And then the
True
little beady eyes.
True statement.
Man, I'm not buying that. No, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
He was squeaky clean.
No, I can tell just by looking at him.
Oh man.
Seriously. I'm not even making this up. I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I guess you the only one. You're the only one that knew it then. Shout out to you. You need to be part of the you need to be part of the scouting team then. Shit.
You know what it was? I'll tell you. When he was drafted and they panned to him, I felt like just his demeanor, how he presented himself, how he carried himself, kind of how he spoke, what he was wearing. It just all looked like bad news to me.
He was in a bathrobe.
It looked all bad. It didn't look like he took it seriously. It looked like it was kind of a joke. An opportunity maybe for a cash grab. I don't know. I just didn't like the whole vibe of it.
Well, you're in the minority because I ain't gonna lie. He was squeaky clean. I didn't want him because I didn't think he was the best. I wanted CeeDee Lamb personally, but
yeah, a lot of people did.
Yeah, I was. I just get tired of always getting a fast guy all the time. But yeah, I definitely didn't see any character issues with him. But look at Spicy. You missed your calling. You missed your calling, man. Oh man. So
before we move on, I just want to circle back. Anna, she says, no family at UNLV, but many of my friends' kids attending. My grandson was in a soft lockdown. Took my son an hour and a half to get to his school. Oh, so that's gotta be extremely frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everyone involved. I mean, the child, of course, to be in that situation, but then, the grandmother, the father trying to get to your child. I mean, I would not want to be in that situation.
Yeah, couldn't imagine that. That's wild. That's wild. That is wild. Let's see. Rafa in the building. Thank you for stopping through, Rafa. So yeah, I appreciate everybody in the chats. So definitely. So is anyone gonna call in? Anybody gonna call in and talk with us? If not, man, we'll we can go ahead and call this a early night, Spice, if you want.
Yeah, we almost there. We'll just read some of these comments really quickly. Desmond Wells says, "Get that LSU kid."
That's Daniels. He's a beast.
Dirty says, "Check Daniels' film. He's the answer."
Yep, there's a lot of people like Daniels.
Crosby. Chris, you want to kind of recap the Crosby?
Yeah, with Crosby, it sounds like he hasn't practiced. So I did listen to the press conference earlier. The coach didn't really give too much. And I did listen to Max's podcast, and he seems like he's okay. I mean, still kind of like a work in progress. He's kind of working through the pain, but I think it's a good chance that he's going to probably play. Just knowing Max and understanding that, it's all in. It's now or never. So let's see. And then we have David Sagala. So, Anna, sorry to hear that. I live in Vegas, but have no connection to UNLV, but did hear lots of sirens about noon. Oh, man, that had to be tough. I can only imagine. Let's see. James Furpo, Raiders. James, thanks for coming through. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, it's whenever we talk about like just something like that for UNLV, it's just you just hate to hear it at the end of the day because dealing with tragedy and especially people, loved ones that a lot of times you don't hear all the details until it's too late, so everything's happened. So there's a lot of people probably just wanting to figure out what's going on, if my child's safe, if my grandchild's safe. So again, that's something you do not want to have to deal with.
Yeah, and sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, my whole thing just shut down. Sorry, I don't know what I missed, but I started commenting on Crosby, and I was just saying, in my opinion, there's absolutely no way he's missing this game.
Oh yeah, no, he knows how important it is, and he'll be out there. Just like I was saying, just kind of listening to his podcast and just listening to the coach, it sounds like he'll be out there. Got Rick in the building.
What's up, Rick? And Rick, thanks for tuning in yesterday. And I said this once before, but I don't know if you heard. We want to thank you for joining, being a member when you joined, we weren't live, so I didn't get a chance to shout you out. And he was watching yesterday the Raiderettes roundtable, so he's lucky. He scored himself an autographed pictures of the OGs.
Nice.
So they're gonna send that out to him.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. That's because you're pretty well connected with almost all of them, aren't you?
Who's that?
Like you like just a lot of the Raiderettes, not just like the originals, but like just from the ones in LA.
I think it's just having the show, has really opened up a lot of how do you say, like, friendships almost with these ladies.
Yeah.
Some that have been on have told their sisters about the show, and they want to be on. So we've met a lot of new Raiderettes that way. They're all amazing. They all have great attitudes. They all have great spirits and just a good vibe about them. So
for sure.
Yeah. Speedy, what's good? Thanks for dropping by. Hola.
What's going on, Speedy?
All right, well, we are going to get out of here. We are switching our time slot moving forward. For the rest of the season, we will be on at 8:30 Pacific time, 11:30 Eastern time. So if you think you've missed us, you did not. We're just going to go on a little later. So make sure to look out for the new time slot starting next Wednesday and moving forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. So make sure, if you guys are, everyone that is subscribed to us, make sure that you're putting on the notification bell because, we are going to be changing. Don't want you guys to forget. So, again, make sure you are subscribed to both channels, please. Show us some support.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching on this Woodson Whiskey Wednesday. We hope you had a good time with us. Playoffs. We'll see you next week.
Playoffs.
Following, yes, the drinking word was playoffs. We're going to make them. We're going to get
playoffs.
There. All right, Raider Nation. We go out one way and only one way. Raiders.
What's up, Raider Nation? I got a special message for you. Come on, you know what it is. Raiders.
Yahoo made this.
Let's go.
Come back and play here for a second time around. You guys welcome me back with open arms as if I never left. And this team is going to get so much better really, really soon. I want you to take a look out in the center of this field and look at all the guys that came back for this moment here today. We understand what it's about. We understand Raider Nation. We understand Raider love. Since 1966, you guys have been coming to this stadium and you've been rooting this team on the victory. You've seen this team win 3 Super Bowls. And we know the love that you have for this team. It ain't going nowhere no matter what it plays. We thank you guys for being here. And if you would just indulge me one time, I need that Raiders about you, baby. I need that Raiders. So if we get it, and we can get it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
Peace. Peace, everybody. Good night.